Hello. It's been said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The single step, if you do a thing, then you'll find the energy that will assist you on completing a thing. One of the things that's helped me in my career has been to write down my goals and my dreams, to get laser focused, to make sure that I streamline everything that I do, everything that my company does, is focused on the end goal that's in alignment with our values, which describes our culture of how we will operate. But every single thing we do, and my business, Inspired to Speak, or James Dentley Financial Group, or even with Total Life Changes and the different things that we do, they all start with one premise that the world is filled with ideas and they're important, but execution is key. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room, the smartest person in your industry, but you must be the person who executes. So many people think and they ponder, they overthink it and they process it, but they never ever get started. So write down your goals and your dreams and go after them. Go after them. Take that step, leap, and the net will appear. You look at someone like Ted Turner, for an example. Ted Turner would admit that he wasn't the brightest, he wasn't the smartest man, but he's multi-billionaire. He had an idea that came from a gap in the marketplace. The idea was simply this: how come we only see the news at 6 o'clock in the evening and at 10 o'clock at night? At that time, we had the news twice a day. Why can't we report the news as it's coming out? And he went after CNN. He had no background, he had no knowledge, but he just went after it. He saw something in his mind, he fixated on it, and he went forward to it. And everything he needed was already there. It's already there, but he had to discover it. You only discover it when you go down your journey, down your path. Jeff Hoffman created the kiosks you see in all the airports. He was in line to get an airline ticket, missed his flight. He was in line for a 4 hour, missed his flight, mad. Everybody in line is pissed off. But he did something about it. He had an idea. Now, he was an engineer of software. He'd never done hardware before, didn't really want to be an engineer. He wanted to be an entrepreneur. But the entrepreneur spirit in him decided, well, we can do something about it. And they came up with this kiosk, and they sold that business for about $100 million, his first company, because he took an idea and he executed. And when you get that execution in process, you're going for your goals and your dreams, everything you need will show up, because that's how energy works. That's part of the laws of vibration. Okay. So you just got to do it. Then you make sure everything you're doing is focused on achieving those goals. So remember, ideas are great. We'll talk about that a little bit later and how to use them, but it's about the execution of the idea. Go for it. Make a decision and go after it. Don't just stare at the mountain of Mount Entrepreneur, looking up from the base, how big the mountain is, how beautiful it can be. Start your climb. And remember, the landslide's going to come. The landslides are disappointments and setbacks. But if you have a made up mind and get laser focused on your goals and dreams and make a decision to execute, and when you hit a wall, you bank a left, I promise you will achieve your dream.